After being exploited by her boss for 3 straight months, the woman finally returned home, only to suddenly drop dead. What shocked even her was that her last thought was actually about her year-end bonus. God appeared before her and told her he could grant her that bonus as a reward. He then asked if she wanted to visit another world. Thinking back on her exhausting life, Irene said she wanted to go somewhere where she could pet small animals anytime she wanted, a place without the early to late grind. Her wish was so simple that God had expected something like, "Make me a queen." In the end, he granted her a special physique, one that made every non-human creature adore her. Irene never thought he would actually agree, but the moment he granted it, she suddenly regretted it. Maybe she did want to be a queen after all, but before she could change her mind, she was already transported into a brand new world. She was reborn into a powerful noble family. In this world, Irene grew peacefully until age 4. As the youngest child, she was spoiled with affection, and animals loved gathering around her. Compared to her past life, where stress nearly crushed her, Irene found this one incredibly easy and comforting. One day, Irene's mother had business at the royal palace, and had no one to watch over her, so she brought Irene alone. At the palace, she told Irene to play in the garden, and promised to pick her up when she was done. Animals immediately swarmed around Irene, eager to play. Just as she was about to enjoy herself, the little creatures suddenly scattered. A large shadow slowly approached from behind. It was a majestic white tiger. The moment their eyes met, Irene melted from sheer cuteness. She really wanted to pet him. The white tiger, as if hearing her wish, stepped forward and gently licked her cheek. Its way of showing affection to humans. This was her first time touching such a rare creature. Girl and tiger leaned into each other, unwilling to part. The white tiger even let Irene ride on its back, carrying her through the garden. This scene left the tiger's master stunned. His sacred beast, who only listened to him, was suddenly getting cozy with a random girl. The strange sight filled the young noble boy with confusion. He scooped Irene into his arms, trying to figure out what made her so special. But Irene only wanted to be near animals. Seeing her rejection, the white tiger gently picked her up and set her back on the ground. The boy then brought Irene to find her family. When she saw her father, she almost complained out of frustration. But learning the boy was actually a prince made her swallow her words instantly. Someone she couldn't afford to offend, had to be treated very politely. And when she noticed the man beside him was the king, she realized this was an opportunity she shouldn't waste. With her natural childlike charm, Irene easily won the king's favor. Still, her brief disappearance left her mother anxious, and she couldn't avoid getting scolded. But when her mother heard that Irene had become friends with the white tiger, she was left baffled. The white tiger was a sacred beast, capable of using spirit arts, and never approached anyone except its master. For it to like Irene was no coincidence. The king invited their family to watch a combat demonstration at the Magic Academy. The class resembled a strategic battle, with students commanding troops to compete for victory. Irene's older brother led his army to an easy win, and she ran up to hug him excitedly. But when it was her sister's turn, her expression grew tense. Her task was to defeat a powerful flame dragon. The flame dragon was on the same level as the white tiger, and no one understood why it had been summoned out of nowhere. Even the academy leaders were puzzled. Although her sister smiled confidently, the outcome of such a fight was impossible for anyone to predict. Seeing this, Irene suddenly rushed onto the field. Everyone thought she was worried her sister might get hurt, but instead, she walked straight up to the flame dragon.